Welcome to Renewed Movement. My name is Christina, and we are moving our bodies on purpose, with purpose, and for a new purpose this season. I am 27 weeks pregnant, loving movement on the mat, and so thankful that you decided to join me today. So know that whatever your movement looks like today, modifications are always welcome. Equipment is not always necessary. You can do all of these movements with body weight alone. But if you wanted to spice it up, you can go and reach for a band and a block. The block is only going to be used for stability purposes, just to add that extra touch of modification. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and start those smart watches and meet down on the mat. All right, mamas, let's go ahead and reach for that band. Place it around 2 fingertips above those knees. However that works best for you. I am learning that the bigger the belly, the harder it is to bring those legs in, but we figured it out. So place that band above those knees. We're going to come into a nice tabletop position. Now, while you're in this tabletop position, we're going to make sure that those palms are underneath those shoulders. We're going to make sure that that natural curve in our spine is eliminated. Tucking in those tailbones, squeezing through the lower core, pressing through those palms, almost rounding those shoulders. Now, from here, I want you to take that band, place it underneath your right knee. That's going to go ahead and stop that band from rolling up. It's a little bit of an annoyance that we want to get rid of. So from here, let's go ahead and get back into that tabletop position. Extend that left leg long. Extend that right arm long. Here's your combo. We go tap for 2, extend for 2, lower and lift. So let's go ahead and take that together. Join me when you're ready. Nice. Want to make sure that toe stays pointed. Nice. So tap for 2, extend for 2, lower, lift, tap. You want to look over those right shoulders. Nice, engage that lower core. Really point that toe, extend that leg nice and long. We want those heels to go no higher than that left glute. Nice. We're going to be speeding it up in just a moment, not the full entire combo, just part of it. We still have a few more here. Nice. Look to the top of that mat. Hold it here. Pulse it up. Just pulse. That arm and leg move is 1. Ooh, find that stability. Right toes are uncurled. Go 4, 3. We go 2. Hold it up. Here's your new count. Go tap. 2. Extend. 2. Lower. Lift. Pulse for 2. We go tap. 2. Extend. 2. Lower. Lift. Pulse it up. We go tap toe. Extend it long. Lower. Lift. Hold it up. Pulse it out to finish. Pulse. Nice. Keep it going. I know it burns. I feel the shakes. Here we go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower those legs down. Go ahead and take those knees, widen them. Lower those glutes down to the heels. Give yourself a little stretch. You can go ahead and roll out those wrists. Whatever feels most comfortable, give yourself a nice little stretch. And we are going to take it to the other side. So coming back into that nice tabletop position, now we're going to make sure that that band is pinned underneath those left knees. We're going to go ahead and lift that right leg long, point that toe, hips facing down. Extend that left arm long. Here we go. We send it down. 2, up, 2, tap, 2, extend, go lower and lift, go extend and tap, and bring it back to center. Keep going, go lower, 2, lift, 2, tap, 2, extend. Nice. So if you are by a wall, make sure that you have enough room to keep that arm extended. Nice. Lower, lift, tap, extend. Max those breaths. Nice. There we go. We go tap for 2, lift for 2, hold it here, pulse it up, pulse. Now, if at any point you have any wrist pain, you can come down to that right arm. That left arm will have to stay down as you just pulse that foot out. If you feel confident, you can always lift that arm. Remember, modifications. Whew. Keep it going. Keep it going. We've got 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Your combo. You go tap. 2. Extend. 2. Lower. Lift. Pulse. Pulse. We go tap. Woo. Nice. We go lower. Lift. Pulse. Pulse. We go tap. Extend. Lower. Lift. Pulse. Pulse. Remember, if you have to only do one at a time, that is fine. Pulse. Pulse. Tap. Extend. Lower. Lift. Keep on going. So I had an injury on my right wrist, and every now and then it just needs a little bit of a break. I do what I can. Do what you can. Hold it up. Pulse it out to finish. Pulse. Pulse. Can you shift more of that weight into that left glute? Can you point that right toe just a little bit harder? Hug the baby. Push through those palms. Look to the top of that mat. Come on. 4 more, mamas. Go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, those shakes are so serious. Knees wide and toes together. Bring those glutes down to the heels. Mamas, go ahead and grab a sip of water. Now we'll meet for the next movement. All right, mamas, we are keeping that band 2 fingertips above those knees, anywhere that really feels comfortable, whether that's above those knees, a little bit closer to the glutes. Just know that the higher that you go to those larger compound muscles, the easier that it becomes. So if you want to make it a little more spicy, just go a little bit lower, okay? Now this is where you can reach for that block. You don't need it. This is just an option. So if you have your block, you can reach for that block, place it horizontally so that one side of the block is on your calf, the other side of your block is on your thigh. We want to make sure that those legs are parallel to the ground, making sure that the knee doesn't go forward, the heels don't go back, keeping it nice and parallel, okay? We're gonna come down to our right elbow, palms down to the mat, girls lifted, shoulders stacked, feet flexed. From here, you're gonna separate those knees, hold it there. Now pulse that knee up. We just go pulse, pulse, pulse. Nice, these are just small pulses. Getting that leg ready. We're gonna keep that foot flexed. Nice, we go 4, 3, 2. Here's your combo. You go lower, 2, lift, 2. Now send it back, 2, forward, 2. Go lower and lift. Nice, send it back and bring it forward. So we wanna make sure that those heels don't go down, that those knees don't go forward. We're keeping that ankle in alignment with those knees, core tight, chest presented, feet flexed, nice and slow. We should feel that burn. Welcome that burn. Know that you are more than capable of staying here. We have less than a minute, less than a minute. Come on, send it back for 2 and forward for 2. So as we close those knees, or I should say lower, we want to make sure that those knees never touch, keeping constant resistance on that band. Remember, you don't need the band, you don't need the block. Your body weight is more than enough, that resistance, that muscle-mind connection. Lower and lift. Come on, send it back. Now hold it center, pulse it up for 4, go 4. Not done yet, 3, not done yet, 2. Hold it up, lower and lift. We just go lower, lift, lower, lift. Don't be shy, knees are in alignment. Your body's gonna wanna send that heel back, don't do it. 4, come on, 3, woo, 2, and 1. Nice job, mamas. Oh, my Lanta, go ahead and shake it on out. We're gonna go ahead and flip it to the other side, making sure that we are conscious of how we're getting into one location to the other, rotating those bodies safely. Let's go ahead and make sure that we are now on our left elbow. Palm down on the ground. Oh, that feels good. Palm down on the ground. Let's go ahead and take that block. Make sure that those knees are slightly in front of the bump. Feet flexed, knees separated. That block goes on your calf and on your quad. We want to make sure, remember, that that heel doesn't go down, heel doesn't go up. Keep that heel in alignment with that knee. Hold it there, pulse it up. We just pulse. Nice. Both feet are flexed. So as that top leg is working, that bottom leg is effectively pressing down to the mat. Press through that forearm, chest up, core tight. Nice, I already feel that burn. I already feel the burn. Hold it up, that combo, lower and lift. Send it back, back, 2, forward, 2, there we go. Lower and lift. Nice, send it back and forward. Nice, lower just a little bit. Send it up, big squeeze. Try to match that knee with that heel. Bring that knee back into alignment. Lower and lift. Send it back. Bring it forward. Lower and lift. We're almost done. Send it back. Come on, don't quit. Don't quit. If you know you can, keep showing up. Come on, send it back. Hold it center. Pulse it up for 4, 3, long counts, 2, hold it up, lower and lift. We go lower, lift, lower, lift. Now, if this burn is too much, if it feels too uncomfortable, if you're too sore, just hold it up in one position. I would much rather you find a way to keep working to your limitations than giving up. Prove yourself wrong or prove yourself right. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Nice job, mamas. Go ahead and move that block off to the side. We are going to keep those bands exactly where they're at. Go ahead and take a moment to give yourself a quick little stretch. Grab a sip of water, and we are going to meet back into a tabletop position with our bands. All right, mamas, this is our last movement. We are going to come into a nice tabletop position, working on bird dogs and bears, making sure that we're getting that core activated while still using the rest of our bodies, arms, obliques, glutes, all the things. So let's keep that band on. If you want to ditch it, that is totally fine. This is just going to make sure that we keep those knees separated and we feel the activation in our whole entire body. So let's come into that nice bear tabletop position. We are going to tuck in those toes, getting rid of that natural curve once more. We want to press through those hips, tucking in those tailbones, pressing through the palms, really engaging that core. Now we are going to be working with right hand and left leg first. So just tighten that core, hold it steady. We move in 4, 3, 2. Here's your combo. Go lift, 2, lower, 2. Now lift it up and send it down. Again, right arm, left leg, lower, lift, lower. Nice. Right arm, left leg, lower. Lift those knees. Lower those knees. Nice. Lift, 2, lower, 2. Lift those knees. Lower the knees. Go lift. Try to keep that left foot flexed. Press through those palms. Really engage that core. Nice and slow. Woo. Last one. Lift, 2, lower, 2. Now we're going to be moving that left arm and right leg. Opposite, come on. Left arm, right leg. Nice. Lift the knees. Lower the knees. Remember, opposite leg, opposite arm. Working on those bird dogs. Really extend that arm as wide as you can. Really reach. Lower it down. Lift the knees. Lower the knees. Almost done. Lift, 2, lower, 2, lift, 2. Come on. Here we go for 4. This one's quick. Lift the knees. Lower the knees. We go for 3. We should feel this in that right tricep. Really supporting the body. Oh, come on, go 2. This is where we finish. This is where we finish. Big deep breath in and out. Lift for 2. Now lifts only. Just go lift and lower. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, mamas. Knees wide, toes together. Let's go to exhale. Walk those arms forward to the best of your ability. Roll it all on out. Mamas, you know exactly what time it is. It is time for a well-deserved cool down. So let's go ahead and get rid of those bands. Meet still on our mats, legs out, feet flexed. Grab a sip of water if you need one. All right, galleys, arms wide, palms facing each other. Inhale. Exhale, palms forward, framing the body. Keeping those feet flexed. Can we sit just a little bit taller? Keeping that spine in alignment, arms nice and long. Big inhale. Exhale, slightly lean forward, keeping those feet flexed, leading with the chest, not the forehead. Core is tight to the best of your abilities. If this feels better, to reach for the back of the thighs, back of the knees, shins, calves, ankles, toes, whatever feels comfortable, making sure that we're pushing the back of the knees down to the mat. One more inhale. Exhale, point those toes, allow those arms to drop wherever's comfortable. You can give yourself a few wrist rolls, ankle rolls, especially from being in those tabletops. Let's go the other way. It's always difficult for my brain to do. There we go. There we go. And shake it on out. Come into a nice seated position. Butterfly, whether that is connecting those heels, connecting the pads of the feet, knees wide, pressing lightly with those elbows. Or another option is to stagger those legs into a more narrow butterfly. We want to make sure that we release the tension in those hips and those hip flexors, still keeping that chest up. We want to make sure that we don't lead with the forehead. Keep that spine in alignment. Big inhale, exhale. Mamas, thank you so much for joining me today, for keeping me accountable, for keeping yourself accountable, and reminding yourself that time on the mat is self-care. It is not selfish. And in this season, if you need any prayers for you, your family, your friends, drop them down in the comments below. Find me on other social media platforms. I would love for this to become a family of prayer warriors so that we can keep each other on our hearts. And if you do find me on other social media platforms, know that we are building a nonprofit in the area, and we would love to connect with other moms to see what resources, events, and movements are loved for you. So until then, I will see you 3 days a week, and I hope to see you soon. See you later, mamas.